I'm joined right now by the San Francisco State softball team coming off an 8-5 victory in the semifinal game of the 2025 CCAA Softball Tournament presented by FloCollege. I'm joined right now by head coach Alicia Reid, on her right, Elise, and on her left, DeLeon. Coach, would you take us through your thoughts on today's game?
Yeah, I mean, that was a fun one to watch and, a nail-biter there. And that's kind of, in summary, our conference, right? Every game is tight and each new game is different from the last. It's tough when you come off playing a team 4 times and you kind of know each other pretty well. And you got to find new ways to win sometimes. And both teams put up some runs and threw some punches early, and Elise came in and gave us an opportunity there to just chip away and let us do what we do on the offensive side, and it was great. Like I said, fun to be a part of. That's a great picture of playoff softball right there with that environment and intensity. So it's fun stuff to be a part of, that's for sure.
I want to talk a couple more details, Coach, but I got to ask you ahead of time. Maudie started today, got hit around a little bit in that first inning. Did you guys talk ahead of time that Elise might come in the game quick? When did you guys, was this ever talked about? Or was it just you turned her on the side when you see, them putting up some runs?
I knew coming into this game, Elise was very confident in her abilities against Sonoma. And, we made the call to go with Maudie, but it's something we've done earlier in the year too. I think in the Turlock tournament, I can't remember exactly what team, maybe Northwest Nazarene off the top of my head. I don't remember, but it was a Turlock tournament where sometimes a pitcher doesn't have their stuff, and we've got great pitching depth, and that's been a huge plus for us all year, being able to turn to the next one and get the job done. And Elise was dealing, and like I said, gave us an opportunity. So it's going to take us all, and that's something we've talked about. And pitching depth in postseason is huge, and so she stepped up to the challenge.
Elise, tell me about that one. When did you get the call, and when did you start warming up to go in?
I actually started warming up right in the first inning. I was just getting ready, but it was more just like a go-go type of thing, but that's honestly what I do best because then I don't really have to think about it. And going in, there's really nothing to lose. So I just went in with that mindset. We actually met with Grant, who's like our sports psychologist, and he was just telling me be swaggy, have confidence, you got it, let it go. If I give up a hit, accept it, move on. That's really just where my head was at.
Well, I'm sure you have a chance to be a little swaggy out there and a little confidence with that defense behind you.
Oh,
Kai, talk to me about that one. I'll come back to your picture to hear a little bit more about that, but just tell me about the defense you guys were able to play out there today. And I thought even that defense helped swing a little momentum into your dugout.
I think that our defense is so strong, and we all trust each other. And, going out there, we never put a lot of pressure on ourselves. It's always chilled and relaxed, and they might have gotten a great hit, leadoff batter got a great hit, but coming into that we just knew we still got this. It's not the end of the game. So pushing for Elise is we want to get those fantastic outs. Whoever's on the field, it's we're gonna keep going.
Well, Elise, you came in, you pitched really well, but you didn't do it without having any trouble on the board. They put up a couple runners. I think they loaded the bases there in the second. They had runners at third base with no out, I think multiple times, and you worked out of it, only giving up 1 run in that situation. Could you just tell me about working through some of those jams and what you were able to do to keep your team in the chance for the comeback?
I honestly, it's kind of bad, but I love pressure. I thrive in it, and so runners on doesn't usually faze me. I can have left on base. I don't even think we have that as a stat, but if you did, I would probably be up there because it's just the way I throw. I throw around the zone, and sometimes if I get a hit, it's not a big deal. I know I'm within myself. I can get another out. I can get us out of it.
Well, you got into some trouble. I believe it was there I'm not going to remember the exact inning, but Kai made a big defensive play for you. Could you take me through a little bit of what you saw out there? There's a runner on third base, I believe, with no out after a leadoff triple out there, 6th inning. Actually, I'm going to remember that one. So you guys were only up. It was a 6-5 game at that point. Leadoff triple, runner at third base, no out. What did you see on that play? And then Kai, I'm going to have to ask you about it as well.
Coach came out and asked if how we wanted to approach Houston, and I said I just wanted to stay all out. And that's what we did, and I threw it out. And I didn't even think of the double play. I mean, I didn't even think of that possibility. I was thinking ground ball to me, I would check her and get her out at third. That's where my head was at. And then she made the catch in the double play. I was all right, no one's on base, 2 outs. Here we go.
Kyle, we've seen some great plays from you out at shortstop all weekend. The play from the knees yesterday, the double play today. Could you tell me about being a leader for your team on defense and break down that play that you made for that double play late in the game?
Being a leader for my team on the defense is always, holding in your composure, never letting, sometimes a lot of people ask me, like, are you, like, nervous? Are you, like, scared? It's like, no. Like, I'm not going to show that to my team because if I do, it's definitely going to be a different story, a different outcome. So coming in, like, super relaxed and knowing that I know I can make plays and I have all the confidence in the world, but having that confidence, like, always looking at my pitcher, always looking at my third base, it's like, it just makes me feel so relaxed out there. And then going off of the double play, I knew that ball was coming to me. Off the bat, I knew that was coming to me. As soon as I hit the ground, I looked up and I was like, oh, wait, she's actually off the bag. So I was like telling Lexi, I was like, get back. But and then looking into my dugout, that fires me up. I'm not a person who's, chirpy like the rest of the dugout. But when I make a great play or someone else makes a great play, like, I want to fire up the rest of the team because, we had this game.
Well, we can only talk about pitching and defense so much in an 8-5 game. You guys did not have very much going, and then you guys score 8 runs in the final three innings for you. The top of the order goes 7 for 11, 4 runs scored, 3 RBI. Also got to give a quick shout out to Riley McDaniel, who had a huge 3-run double, if I'm not mistaken, but the double off the wall that really got you guys back in the game. Could you talk to me a little bit about the offense and the way you guys have been kind of got the bats going today, especially?
I think knowing how each pitcher is, we have a great team who keeps us in check, knowing which pitcher has, like, what type of pitches. And with their help, it kind of helps us to, like, stay relaxed because we're not going in there blind. We're going in there with the mentality of we already know what this pitcher throws and staying off what her best pitch is a low ball. We're waiting for those high mistake pitches to capitalize on. So I think going in there, we were thinking, stay through it. We want the up pitches. We don't want the low pitches. So that's what our mentality is all the time with specific pitchers that we have faced in the season.
And I think to go off that, I mean, we didn't get any runs going early, but we definitely had some hard shots just right at people. So we made some great plays early on. And I think our girls stayed really confident throughout the entire game that, hey, we're seeing the ball, keep swinging it, and those are going to fall eventually. And needless to say, it did.
Well, you guys came into the tournament not having a win in the CCAA tournament since 2019. Now you're going to be playing for the conference championship tomorrow. Coach, can you just tell me what this, again, for kind of the progress of the program and also just the opportunity in front of you tomorrow?
Yeah, as I alluded yesterday, this group's a confident group, and we're taking this one game at a time because we know every team in this tournament is a great competitor and most likely can make some noise in the regionals next weekend as well. So this is a good test and good practice for us early on. And no matter who we face, though, our mindset's still going to be the same. And in terms of notching some wins under our belt this year, that's just allowing this program to take that next step as a competitor in the conference, hopefully consistently in the upcoming years. And so whoever wins this next game, we know we've seen them before many times, and so your mindset's still the same. Though we've got to get after it, and we're confident to hopefully get the job done.
We look forward to seeing you in the championship game tomorrow at 11. As mentioned right there, you'll be playing the winner of Cal State San Marcos and Sonoma State, who are playing right now. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.